Hey everyone, welcome to Empower. Today, we are going to talk to you about how we are making investments to accelerate your app building. Feel free to drop some questions in the chat as we go. We'll have some time at the end to answer those, and we'd love to talk to you. Quick just disclaimer at the beginning, we're going to talk about some things that are on the roadmap. The world changes very fast. We listen to feedback from all of you, and so this represents the best that we know today, but things are subject to change. For a quick agenda, again, my name is Harrison. I'm a Senior Director of Products here at Quickbase. I brought a few colleagues to talk to you about some different areas of the product and, like I said, how we're making it easier and faster for you to build Quickbase apps. We've got Alex, who's going to talk about creating an app from AI. We have Charlie, who's going to talk about the exchange. And then Eddie, who's going to talk about Smart Builder AI with pipelines. And finally, Ryan, who's going to talk about some recommendations with report building and fields with AI. To ground us all, what I want everyone to think about is the customer journey. If you think about how you create a Quickbase application, when you get started, the first thing you do is you create an app, whether or not you're creating that from scratch, using AI, using a template from the exchange, and then you need to deploy that application throughout your organization and extend it further. And so that's where we have investments like modern UI UX, so things like new navigation, refresh dashboards. And then we want to extend Quickbase to a set of users out on the go and in the field with mobile, and of course our acquisition of FastField. And last but certainly not least, this entire experience needs to be governable at scale, so we have investments in our solution API. But today we're really going to focus on getting started, that app building experience. And that's whether or not you're a brand new builder to the platform or you're an experienced builder creating a new use case. So to get started, I want to invite Alex to come talk to us about how you can get started with a new Quickbase application using AI.
Great, thank you, Harrison. Last year, we introduced Smart Builder, a groundbreaking tool that quickly takes your spark of an idea and turns it into a fully functioning app. Smart Builder is your starting line. It uses generative AI to take your basic concept and turns it into a fully working app modeled to your industry and your app's purpose. This means you get to use your own words to describe what you need, and Smart Builder takes it from there. To ensure the app is top-notch, Smart Builder evaluates it with a unique scoring system, so we know it's set up for success right from the beginning. If your idea has something in common with apps we've built before, like apps from the exchange, Smart Builder will identify this and use that proven framework as a foundation, which accelerates the creation process. No matter which route it takes, Smart Builder prepares a custom dashboard for your app where you can see reports, get insights tailored to your specific needs. So now with that, let's hop into the demo. So as you can see here on my screen, we have the AI Smart Builder pulled up. We have 3 questions. The first question, simple, what industry are you in? In this case, we're going to say construction. Second, what do you want your app to do, or what problem you're trying to solve? And in this case, I just put something very simple, streamline construction management by tracking projects, purchase orders, tasks, procurement, and communications efficiently. And for the third question, what do you want to track, report on, or manage? In this case, we want to manage and report on project progress, purchase orders, task assignments, procurement details, and team communications. So with that, we'll go ahead and hit create. Now, what's really exciting about this is the time that it takes to actually build an app. It's extremely fast compared to before having to go through and customize and build the app on your own, which of course you can still do. But in this case, we can just answer those 3 simple questions and the AI will take it from there. So a little bit, what's happening behind the scenes? AI right now is actually becoming an expert in the industry. It's elaborating on that use case, and then it's starting to build out the schema. That means that it's building the tables, the fields, the table-to-table relationships, dashboards, and then it's pulling all of that together, and it's going to give us a great foundation of a starting point for a template application. So just like that, within under about 30 seconds to about a minute, the AI built an application where we can see up top, we have our projects table, purchase orders, task procurement, and communications. And on this page here is our summary dashboard, where on the left, you'll notice that we have a quick summary rundown of our application where it lists our use cases, the user benefits, the next steps, and then also we can see the reports that the AI generated for us. At the bottom, we have some extra tabs where we can see tasks, purchase orders, communications, procurement, and projects. And again, AI did all of this for us. So one thing I like to do when the AI creates an app for me is I like to go into my settings And I like to get a quick sneak peek at the structure, just to get an idea of all the relationships and how everything's connected. So we can see our projects has many tasks, has many communications, purchase orders. Great, I think that looks good to me. I'll hit exit. Another thing I like to do in this case is actually let's view the projects and let's see what type of fields the AI was able to create for us, and also the sample data. So in this case, we can see all the statuses, the project manager, and if we were to drill into one of these here, then we can also see the fields that the AI created and the relationships. And if we go up here to reports and charts, you can see that's created about a dozen or so reports for us on each table. It's very impressive. So with that, I'll go ahead and hand it back to you, Harrison. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Alex. That's a lot of power in under a minute. Smart Builder is an awesome innovation that takes the power of generative AI and combines it with the flexibility of Quickbase to deliver an awesome application very quickly. Now, one thing that Alex just talked about is how Smart Builder can look at what you entered and see if we have an application that is similar to one that's in the exchange, meaning a template that a human has already built and curated. So let's take a minute to step through all of the improvements in both the experience and the quality of applications in the exchange. And for that, I'm going to invite Charlie to come talk to us.
Great, thanks, Harrison. For those that don't know me, my name is Charlie Morawski, and I'm Senior Product Manager here at Quickbase. And as Harrison mentioned, I'm going to talk a little bit about the new Quickbase Exchange. In case you missed it, we made the new reimagined Quickbase Exchange generally available to all customers in the March 2024 release. We replaced the legacy Exchange with a modern user experience that allows builders to obtain solid starting points or get inspiration for their next app build, add more power and pizzazz to their apps with formulas, and enhance their pipelines with Jinja snippets. Let's dive a little bit deeper on that and talk specifically about apps for a minute. Just like in the legacy Exchange, users of the new Exchange can find and get an app in a matter of just a few clicks. However, you may have noticed that the amount of apps in the new Exchange is quite less than the legacy one. This is intentional. Our mantra since the beginning of this project has always been quality over quantity. This means a smaller set of high-quality applications that leverage our latest and greatest product investments. When you get an app from the new Exchange, you should have confidence that it's fresh, useful, and demonstrates all the best features Quickbase has to offer. Now let's look at some apps in the new Exchange. So as you can see here, we're on our beautiful new landing page of the new Exchange, and there's a combination, as I mentioned, of apps, formulas, and Jinja snippets. Let's keep our focus on apps for a second and use some of our awesome new filtering capabilities. So I'm going to pop this open, and I'm going to select apps. I only want to see apps for now. And then I'm going to pick a few tags. So let's pick this one, and let's go for project management. And as you can see here, we made it super easy to find exactly what you need based on your business and your use case. We also allow you to do things like toggle between popularity and date updated, in case you're maybe interested more in some of the new things that we've added recently. We've also taken the time to refresh the content and given the apps really nice descriptions. If we drill in here, we've got these beautiful landing pages and high quality screenshots that really give you an immediate sense of what the app does and what kind of features it has. Let's go back and talk about some of the other awesome new features that we've added to the Exchange. And I want to focus for a second on formulas. So we all know that formulas are one of the most powerful and widely used features across all of Quickbase. They really give our apps that extra pizzazz and facilitate things like workflow and business intelligence. However, formulas admittedly have a steep learning curve, especially for new and aspiring builders. This employee profile icon is a perfect example. This shows a visualization of an employee's photo with their name and job title underneath. This can be super useful on forms and reports for all kinds of people management and HR use cases. However, not a lot of us could just open the formula editor and start writing this from scratch. let's check out this awesome new formula installer that we've implemented. So with this formula installer, we're taking the complexity completely away and making this powerful feature more accessible to all builders. All I have to do is find the app and the table I want to put this formula in. So let's pick this app. Let's find our employees table. And in the table, I just need to select where are the photos stored, where does the person's name come from, and what field are we storing their job title in. So go ahead and pick those. And as you can see, in a matter of seconds, I was able to install this formula into my table. As you can see, here's how that icon looks on reports. Here it is on forms. And you can just immediately get that value out of these formulas without having to worry about all that complexity. So to summarize, we've made a commitment to quality with the new Exchange, made things even easier to find, and added some great new features like formulas and Jinja snippets. We've made complex features more accessible and will continue to publish high-quality resources on an ongoing basis. Back to you, Harrison.
Awesome. Thanks, Charlie. It's great how Exchange is adding so much value so quickly to all of our builders, whether they're beginner, intermediate, or advanced. And of course, we want you to all contribute to this, so feel free to click that Submit a Resource button at the top of the Exchange so that we can take a look at what your ideas are to bring that value to the rest of the community. Next, I want to have Eddie come talk to us about how we're using AI to make workflow and integrations easier using pipelines.
Thanks, Harrison. Hey, everyone. I'm Eddie, a product manager at Quickbase. Thank you so much for joining and welcome to Empower. Today, we're taking a huge leap forward with the AI Smart Builder for pipelines. Imagine this. As a new builder, you want to build automated workflows and integrate data with Quickbase. You simply describe your workflow in the plain language, and the AI will do the heavy lifting to draft a pipeline for you. That means you can go from idea to a working automation just in a couple of seconds. Let me now introduce you to the Smart Builder in Pipelines. Simply go to my Pipelines page, and you will find the AI Smart Builder. It's available for everyone in beta. So to get started, click to open it. AI will say hi, and you can choose from the 3 examples that we provide. Use them as an inspiration to get started and tailor your description in the text field below. When describing your workflow, try to explain it like you're chatting with your colleague or you're sending an email to a teammate. Let's now expand the app that Alex created earlier. I'm going to skip typing and I'm going to paste it here. Okay. I want to integrate my Procore data to Quickbase. I will select the purchase order and I want to bring my purchase order in the procurement table. I want to create a task. Then I want to send a Slack message to my team. And finally, I will send an email. I'll press send. Now we're initializing a session with our AI. We will verify the request. We will build the skeleton. We will add the step, and we will add a bunch of other stuff such as step names, a description, and a step note. All right, just in a couple of seconds, the AI managed to create a suggested pipeline. I can see the suggested steps. There's also a short description to each one. I can see the channel icon, and okay, I can change that a little bit because I don't want to use my Gmail account. I actually want to use my Outlook account. So I can go here and I can change that. All right, I'm going to press send again. And now this will iterate over the initial response and will change only the last step. Perfect. This looks right to me now. So next, I can press yes, build it, so I can see all these steps on the canvas in Pipelines Designer. So I'm going to press yes, build it. Awesome, that was fine. So finally, I can go and configure each step. I can use the step note as a guidance. I can expand each step and finish the configuration before activating the pipeline. Here I can see also the description and the custom step name. And remember, every other interaction with the AI will generate a new pipeline for you. To recap, I showed you today how to build pipelines from plain text in Smart Builder. And you can also continue the conversation with the AI and make adjustments. It's available today for everyone in beta. Dive right in and start exploring. We are really excited to see what great things you will build with Quickbase AI. Your feedback will help us shape the future of Smart Builder. And remember, this is just the beginning. We will introduce new ways to start your pipelines right there from your app and your tables. We will improve the AI model to cover more complex workflows. Later this year, we will simplify the way you transform your data with complex expressions called Jinja, and so much more to come. Happy building. Harrison, back to you.
Thanks, Eddie. We all know the power that pipelines can bring through integrations and workflow, and so it's great that AI is able to make that more accessible and approachable for our builders. Now, what we just saw was the builder, Eddie, prompting the AI, giving it information about what Eddie wanted, and the AI reacted. But there's another pattern that I want to talk about, which is Quickbase recommending things like fields and reports that we know make sense for your application in a really clean and unobtrusive way. So to talk about that, let's have Ryan Murray step us through that.
Thanks, Harrison. Now, one of the most interesting things about Quickbase is seeing how deeply our builders customize their apps. Today, I'm going to talk to you about 2 improvements we're introducing to extend your apps using generative AI and machine learning that benefit builders of all skill levels. They're called report recommendations and suggested fields. Let's start with recommended reports. Whether you're just learning about our platform and you need a little help getting started building reports, or you're an expert and just want some inspiration for how you can improve the user experience of your apps, Smart Builder is going to intelligently analyze the app structure and recommend different data visualizations that you can explore, add to your app, and then iterate upon to fit your unique needs. Now, with suggested fields, just like recommended reports, we're analyzing your app structure, but this time we're leveraging 25 years of industry expertise in machine learning to suggest new fields to add to your table. We know what makes a good project management app because we've seen thousands of them. This is going to dramatically accelerate the time that it takes a user to build a new app and will allow you to extend existing apps to capture new data points. Now, what I love most about these 2 features is how seamlessly we interweave AI into the user experience. Let's take a look. Let's start with recommended reports. To access Smart Builder's recommendations, open the Reports and Charts dropdown, click the new report icon, and you'll see a new option in the dialog menu here called AI Smart Builder Charts. Once you click on this option, Smart Builder will analyze your application structure, look at the different types of fields that you have, whether they're numeric, text, or date, and come up with a few different options for you to preview. These are 3 that I have recommended based on the structure and the use cases of my application. So I'm going to first preview this task by priority level pie chart. And Smart Builder is going to create a temporary copy of a report. You can further customize this, like changing the colors or showing or hiding data labels. And when you're done, you could save that report to your app and leverage it anywhere else you use reports, like on dashboards and forms. This is going to dramatically accelerate the build time for new apps and allow users to really capture and new insights on the data that already exists. Now let's take a look at suggested fields. Again, one of my favorite parts about this feature is how deeply integrated it is into the user experience. To access our suggested fields, open up our form builder, click anywhere on the canvas to open the Quick Add menu, and you'll see a new tab option here called Suggested. Now, just like recommended reports, Smart Builder here has analyzed your app structure, but this time it's verified that using machine learning against 25 years of Quickbase application data. So it knows that I have a project management app just based on the names of the tables and the fields within those tables. And it can pretty accurately recommend some new data points that I may want to start tracking. To start adding these fields, simply either select one of the fields or click the check boxes next to them to select multiple. Hit add selected, and just like that, you're able to track brand new data points in your application. From here, you can do all of the same sort of customization that you are normally used to on our form. You can change the layout, even update the styling and the colors of the columns, and really make the application your own. Both recommended reports and suggested fields will be available after our May 2024 release. We're really looking forward to getting your feedback here and are going to be looking for input as we continue to leverage AI to accelerate the app development process. Harrison, back to you.
Thanks, Ryan. Love all the innovation that we're bringing to builders by recommending things that we know make sense for their applications. Just to give a quick recap, today we focused on starting your application out right. Whether it's with Smart Builder, creating an app from a natural language prompt, using some of our templates in the Exchange, or using some of the recommendations with AI reports and fields, or giving us your natural language prompt with AI pipelines building. There's obviously plenty more that we're investing in, and we can't wait for you to see all of that. For now, let's answer some questions.